Sauget, Illinois. I'm Mike Radomski. It is a 10-6 win for the Evansville Otters against the Gateway Grizzlies. Let's take you through the full game here with highlights from the broadcast. Early on, the Evansville Otters started to attack the left-handed pitcher John Flanagan of the Gateway Grizzlies. The pitcher did not have his best control in that inning as he ended up walking 4 separate batters. It set up the Otters to come through when Nick D'Amico had a 2-run single into center field. It was 3-0 as the Otters then came up to the plate in the third inning, and Greg Alexander continued to make his presence known against John Flanagan. Pitch to the Hattiesburg, Mississippi native, hit long, deep, gone, left field, a solo shot for Greg Alexander. Able to go yard over the 14-foot-high fence towards left field, and he's able to increase the lead here for the Otters 4-0. And the excitement was only short-lived because then it picked up another decibel when Derek Wiley was the hitter. Flanagan likes to work fast as Wiley hits the fastball to deep right field towards center now as that gets out of here. Wiley a back-to-back shot. Otters ahead 5-0. Sutton was throwing very well out of the bullpen, but found himself in some trouble in the bottom of the third. Bases loaded, 1 out. He got a ground ball to short. Andre Alvarado started an inning-ending double play, and it kept the Otters ahead 5-0. Top of the fourth inning, they're facing a former Evansville Otters pitcher by the name of Eric Blackwell, as Greg Alexander one-ups his previous performance. Here comes Blackwell again, the former Evansville Otter, and again goes Alexander. Long fly, left center, gone! Make that 2 here today for Greg Alexander. He'll trot around the bases. Home runs in the third inning and the fourth inning here as Alexander continues his amazing hitting here for the team. 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Enough cannot be said about this special left fielder for the Evansville Otters. There's nothing else to say. The visiting when Greg Alexander comes up to the plate, but then things started to get a little bit more sticky. Here came the Gateway Grizzlies, a solo home run from Charlie Lisk, another home run from Jason Patton. All of a sudden, it's 5-3. Another pair of runs, and then the Otters are just ahead by 1. Flash forward into the top of the 7th inning when Derek Wiley comes up with 2 runners on and nobody out. Pitch thrown, a long fly ball into orbit, left field, 3-run shot. It's tough to beat someone who hits 2 solo home runs. Well, Derek Wiley now has a solo home run and a 3-run shot as he now pulls the Evansville Otters further ahead in this ball game. And then down the stretch, the Otters add a run in the 9th inning, as do the Gateway Grizzlies, as it turns out to be a 10-6 Evansville Otters win. They do it 10 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors committed. For the Grizzlies, 6 runs on 12 hits, they made 1 error. The winning pitcher is Nick Sutton. He allows 5 runs in his 5 innings. At the same time, he improves his record to 4-1. The loss goes to John Flanagan. He gave up 5 runs, but he did it in 2 innings. His record now falls down to 5-5. Time of game was 3 hours and 16 minutes here at GCS Ballpark. There were 3,541 fans here tonight. The Player of the Game award goes to 2 separate players. If you were listening, you have a good chance and a good idea to know who it is. One of them is Greg Alexander. He went 3 for 5. He came through with a pair of solo home runs and 4 runs scored. Derek Wiley also in the same consideration. He goes 2 for 4. He has a solo home run and a 3-run shot as he finishes with 4 RBIs and 3 runs scored. So when you put everything together, it means that the Gateway Grizzlies have now lost 3 games in a row, and the Evansville Otters have won their last 3. And it sets up a matchup tomorrow night for what should be another doozy here at GCS Ballpark. So it's time to thank everyone who made the broadcast possible. First off, the executive producer at WUEV is Brandon Godden. And working back in our Evansville, Indiana studios, an incredible effort tonight that really made this broadcast go through, Paul Mattingly, our studio producer. Incredible job, Paul. We really appreciate it. Tomorrow night, Otters Grizzlies, middle game of a 3-game series. First pitch is set for 7:05 p.m., with the Otters pregame show starting at 6:45. Evansville right-hander Kyle Barry gets the start, 1-3, with a 3.15 ERA. He is taken on against Tim Clubb, who is 4-3, with a 3.40 earned run average. Otters win 10-6. For everyone here at GCS Ballpark, I'm Mike Radomski.